Raiders Media Day rolling on here, and excited to see this man, Jakorian Bennett, healthy, back, ready for his third year with the Raiders. And I'll tell you, Jakorian, if there was anybody on this team that everybody was excited about the development of going from year one to year two, it was you. And then you had some adversity with the injuries. How you feeling now?
Man, I'm feeling good. And it was about time for me to get my shoulder done. Like I haven't had like a really both shoulders since college. And so probably this past season, it probably popped out like 5 times, and they'll pop out, they'll pop back in, I go back out there. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people didn't know that, so I've been dealing with that ever since I've been here.
Yeah.
And so now it's good to get it fixed, so I can just focus on ball and being the best version of myself.
Yeah, that must have been tricky too, you know, to have to deal with that, knowing that at any moment you're not going to be able to, give 100%. You have to go out or whatever. But just really love the progress last year that you're making. Just amazing. What are the things that you were able to kind of focus on, sitting on the sideline, watching games? What were some of the things you could say, hey, man, I can use that, put that in my game or that in my game?
Man, honestly, just watching ball, just kind of seeing other teams and, not guessing plays out there, but just kind of anticipating different things.
Yes.
Like when you see third and short, like what type of routes you kind of anticipate and stuff like that. And just watching ball, man, because I love the game.
Yeah.
And so, I'm blessed to play this game, kids game. And so, yeah, man, and then just watching some of the younger guys play, like when D-Cam was out there, just kind of give him some nuggets, anytime I see him or whatever, like kind of during the games. And so, yeah, man, it's a blessing in disguise, obviously, get my shoulder worked on. And so now, got to watch a lot of ball. So now it's just kind of time to just keep taking that step.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jakorian, the audience watching didn't see, but when you came and sat down, the Hall of Famer here got very excited because he said, about time another cover corner came and sat down.
Yeah.
What about your game could you really kind of like take special pride in? Obviously, you want to, intercept the ball, bat down passes, things like that. How would you describe yourself? If you had to just tell yourself to Jill average fan, how would you describe your game?
Man, I feel like I'm a shutdown corner. I feel like I'm a guy that's I'm not going to go out there and just try to force things. I'm going to let the game come to me. I'm going to do what the coaches ask. I'm a smart player. And, and I'm a leader, I feel like. I'm just going to go out there and, like, whatever the coaches ask, I'm going to go out there and be the best version of myself. And, if they want me to, guard number ones, I can do that, But yeah, man, I just try to go out there and just do my job. And, if I can shut down one side of the field, hey, I'm doing the right thing.
Enough of this football. Let's hit the hard-hitting questions.
Here comes Amber. Here comes Amber.
We're both Terps, right? Graduated from the University of Maryland. Did you see Cardi B was out at Coach Locke's camp?
Yeah.
With Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, I seen it. Nice little camp out there.
It's going to work out? You think it's going to work out between them?
Man. Yeah.
Good, nice couple?
Yeah, I know Diggs a little bit. So, yeah, I think it's going to work out well. It's going to be good.
You don't think Cardi's going to be too much?
Nah. I think they're going to mesh well together.
I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
All right, now that the hard-hitting questions are out of the way, looking at these young receivers that are coming in, you get a chance to kind of go up against them loosely here, and you see somebody like Dante Thornton at 6'5" and can run a 4.3 40. I mean, that kind of height and that kind of speed, how difficult is that to defend? Well, are you chewing gum, my friend? Am I going to go mom on you?
No.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. I was about to go mom on you. Just spit it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so how difficult is that to defend?
It's difficult. Like, I would say, a guy that's like that big, you wouldn't think he should be moving like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So you think
he's a freak.
Like when you see a guy like that, you just think he's just a physical receiver, but nah, he could run, like run. And so, you got to be on your P's and Q's. But as a DB, like, that's why you got to trust your technique, trust your film work. Because I feel like I go out there, it's nobody that I just can't guard. But, he's a great player or whatnot. But I guess to answer your question, it's difficult because, he got really every tool in the toolbox.
Yeah. And Jack. I mean, Jack Best too as well. I mean, he's a second rounder. What have you seen from him?
Strong. Nah, he's a strong guy. Strong. He's smart. You kind of tell, like, he's very savvy, especially in the slot. And so he's going to continue to get better, and I feel like he's going to help us. He's going to help us a lot.
That's going to make you so much better. So whatever they're giving you issues with in practice, don't go to the alternative. Stick with that because it's going to, in games, the games will be a lot easier.
Yeah.
If you're covering the height dude and you should maybe back off in the red zone. No, press him. that makes you get better,
Exactly.
right? That
Exactly.
sharpens him up too. So all those things you're thinking about, and that's what's great about this football team. They brought so many diverse and different receivers in.
Right.
So one minute you're facing the dude who's 5'9", who's running 4.3. Then you're facing a guy who's 6'5", running 4.3. The route running in Jacoby, for Brock Bowers. So, man, that's going to make you so much better having that different styles, right?
Yeah.
So just keep on keeping your A game. Start playing from the shoulder pads up.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter what you're running.
Exactly.
You're going to be there at the end of the play.
Right.
I always think you just need to be at the end of the play, be where the ball's going to be.
Right.
So I don't care what you're doing here. Wherever the ball's going to be at the end, that's where I'm going to be.
Right.
So that's all about film preparation and things like that you're doing. So, man, I just love that you're just kind of expanding and getting better. But there's always something that we need to work on.
Yeah, not for sure.
Right? Yeah.
For sure.
What was that one thing that you went into the off season and now you need to make sure whatever it was that you're working on, what is that?
Not for sure. Coaches who we had, GA, he was just saying, like, JB, like, you're doing a good job bringing up the ball, but, like, you have to make offenses face consequences when they throw the ball your way. So I would say turning those PBUs to picks.
Right.
And just really being able to change the game.
That's right.
So that's what I've kind of been locking in.
That's what I wanted to hear,
I love
Amber.
that.
That's what I wanted to hear,
That's
Amber.
exactly
really like,
Yeah.
just going out there at practice and just, at practice, like taking chances, getting your head around it.
Right.
Because a lot of my breakers came from fade ball. So if I can just get my head around and, turn it to a pick, that's a game changer.
Yep.
So
I'm kind of speechless sitting here, Amber, watching. I feel like I fly on the wall watching this.
I know, it really-
cornerbacks talk, and it's fascinating. to me.
It is fascinating. And the thing that I wanted to ask EA that you probably picked up on, so you're basically saying, when you say play your A game, you're saying do what you do regardless of the size of the receiver is essentially the simple way of putting that.
Is
that hard to do as a defensive back because you feel like you need to adjust your game for size?
You want to be versatile. You want to be able to play up, off, left, right, inside. You want to be able to play everywhere. But to be able to do that, you have to have so many reps at it, right? So I was blessed early on to be on a team with Mike Quick and Chris Carter.
So you
Two guys who were like, Chris had like a 40-inch vertical.
Right.
So whenever he was in the red zone, everybody say back up. But you know what? No, I'm going to press him to make myself better and give him what I got. When I got to the Raiders, I had Jerry Rice and Tim Brown, right?
Man.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, you know what?
got
I'm going to
the
play
power.
off these dudes and try and get a feel for it. So you have the opportunity right now with all these different bodies to really sharpen your game up, the press, the off, whatever, jumping routes, guessing. Start prepping for these dudes like it's a football game, right? So when the offense comes out, situational football, don't cheat, don't look at the cards, kind of, go through it, and try and anticipate picking stuff off, throwing it at that Chip Kelly. When you pick it off, throw it at him. Don't come back over here.
Practice
Even
like
in
it's a
practice.
game.
Right, yeah.
Sure.
I mean, it's cool to get to learn from a Hall of Famer. Before I let you go,
for
just
sure.
quickly, who were some of the corners that you really idolized and watched and tried to take a little piece of growing up?
Yeah, I would say Pat Pete for sure. Love Patrick Peterson game.
Yeah.
I would say a guy like I feel like kind of similar in size, like an Xavier Howard. Like he kind of goes unnoticed, but he gets the ball, and I try to get some of that, kind of implement that to my game. And like I guess right now, I watch a lot of Denzel Ward. I like Denzel Ward game.
Yep.
And so
Great.
I would
like
say
him too.
yeah.
Well, I'm sorry I gave you a hard time about the gum. I kind of feel bad. No, it's so good hanging out with you, and I can't wait. Really, I can't wait to see what you do because
for
I think
sure.
the sky is the limit at that position for you in the AFC West, especially. Once you pick off Patrick and Joe Bo Nix, like Herbert, we're good. All right, thanks a lot. We
I appreciate y'all.
you being here.
Yep.